Dad, Vilch might chop. Once the Vilch might do this for their hand, nigga.
Eat this, you damn shit!
Oh no, this can't be.
Cook, I ain't lies raps. That shit undefeated. All right, y'all boys, right? This Invincible BEATDOWNS are brutal. CJ the champ. That boy dropped the next banger. Let's get to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So it has come to my attention that
That boy
has
Mark.
had some
Oh shit.
brutal beatdowns. Like I'm talking blood all over the screen and guts literally getting dug out of. So since we're basically
I
at the
really
halfway
feel like
point of this
Viltrumite
season,
parents
and at the
are worse
halfway
than
point till we do
Saiyan
the first
parents.
trial of the crispiest Viltrumite in the galaxy. Today we're gonna go
Everyone
through some
trying
of
to kill
these
their kids.
brutal beatdowns that
Like,
have
look at this
basically
shit.
broke the internet. So
That was his
without
birthday present,
further
y'all
ado,
boys. That was genuinely his
Alright,
birthday
so
present.
the first ass whooping we're gonna be breaking down is young Omni-Man
Let's talk about
getting
it.
jumped by his parents. Now this right here basically confirmed to everyone, if you didn't think so already, that being born a Viltrumite is probably the worst fate you could ever ask
You
for.
feel me?
Because this is without a doubt one of the craziest societies of all time. Like we already knew that these crazy
They
ass
had to
a
get-
whole
they
great
had to get
purge,
going.
and half of their population was wiped out because of it. But now we learned that the kids weren't even safe. And to become a fully grown adult, you had to survive getting jumped by your parents. Now, let's take a look at this scene. Young Omni-Man, aka Nolan, was basically teaching a class to these kids about the history of Viltrum, and he decided to ask this little girl a question about the Great Purge. So she started stuttering and didn't know what to say. So this man, Nolan, walked up to her and put his hand on her head and said, "Think wisely about your answer, little nigga. You know what happens when you get one question wrong, right?" And
What type of school system they got up there? What? He was about to crush that little girl's head.
he was dead ass about to crush her head into smithereens.
What?
And you would think that the other kids would be scared for her, but no. They were side-eyeing the hell out of her like,
What?
"You best not get that question wrong, bitch, or you're going split gap." So thank God she locked in and got the question right. But then I ain't gonna lie, this is the craziest part. Before he dismissed class, he told them, "Go find food and shelter if you can, and return here at sunrise ready for combat."
Wait, what?
And I almost forgot. At least 2 of you little niggas will die tomorrow.
What?
So you best come locked in or it's your ass.
Yo.
And then they just going with it like, "Sir, yes, sir." Like,
No,
dog.
no, because if you were born a Saiyan, you was incubated with your parents for a little bit. They had love. You had until like 4 years old before they shipped you out to a planet. Yo, they niggas had to get going, though. You're telling me niggas are in the wilderness dying out is gladiator shit?
This is without a doubt the worst society to
No.
ever be born in.
No.
They don't even provide their own kids with
Food?
food and a
What the
bed.
fuck?
They gotta find it themselves.
No nurturement?
The Viltrumites really said, "We don't do that weak ass child support shit. The child can support themselves." So right after Nolan was done teaching this class, both of his parents pulled up on him and straight up looked at him like, "Yeah, you know what today is, young blood? It's your birthday, AKA initiation day, little nigga." So they full on bum rush Nolan and start beating the shit out of him. And bro, you could easily tell that out of both of the parents that this man's
This nigga mama ain't care about
didn't
a nigga
have
at
an
all.
ounce of love for him the way she was doing him. She straight up sliced him in the chest and
That
ran her
Viltrumite
knee into this man's
chop.
face. And this wasn't even
Hey,
her nastiest
that's
shot.
when gets the
She
nigga
basically
gone.
charged up this one punch all the way from the ground and put her whole body into it, making him cough up blood. Then while he was stunned and basically out of it, both his mom and his dad just start running his ass down. Nolan could not
This
move.
nigga
This
can't do
nigga was
shit.
stuck in a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Infinite Death combo. Then his dad
They tried
grabbed
to TOD
his
this
head
nigga.
and gave him just a nasty headbutt. And that headbutt ended up leading to a black eye and a broken nose. So while Nolan looked like he was already on half HP, the mama just stared at him and was like, "Nah, nigga, this ain't enough," and decided to dash in and piece him up some more. Now, while Nolan was getting pieced up by his mama, he was finally able to fight back
Okay,
after
nigga.
having to stomp the ground and kick a stone into his mama's eye, then giving her a well-deserved right
Do it,
hook
Danny.
for being a deadbeat mom. But I want y'all to watch the daddy real quick.
see.
While the mom was flying back, the dad just slaps her to the side like a fly. These niggas don't even care about their spouses. They just think everyone is just a
Wow.
sack of meat. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't even married. They probably just decided to have a baby to fill the quota, and that's that. So Nolan rushes his
what it
dad
is.
down and throws a fist into his hand and starts to choke him. And it looks
Dad, Vilch might chop. Once the Vilch might do this for their hand, nigga.
Eat this, you damn shit!
Oh no, this can't be.
Cook. I ain't lies raps. That shit That shit undefeated. It's undefeated, Chad. I'm keeping it mean.
Looks like the dad was pleased and was ready to end his initiation. But the mama came back and threw him into the stands. And right when this happened, I knew she was coming back to collect that receipt for her eye getting messed up and also taking out her anger for the daddy slapping her ass to the side. So she starts stomping his face in, and when she got tired of stomping him out, she just started grounding, pounding, and wailing.
Bitches, you Broly?
Like, look at this dude, bro. He is done.
Is
This
bitches,
fight
you
should
Broly?
be over. He's clearly had enough. But the mom just continued to beat the ever-living crap out of him until the dad finally came over and told her, enough, shorty. He's had enough. And this is how you could tell that she really hated Nolan and his dad. Because after she beat the hell out of him, she straight up told them,
"You're as pathetic as he is. I hope to never see either of you again."
That nigga backhand the fuck out you,
not
bitch.
gonna lie, if I heard my own mother say this after she just finished stomping me out and beat me down to 1 HP on my birthday, I'ma be so real, I might just end it all. Because I'd be sick to my damn stomach. Now I know why Nolan beat Mark's ass like that in season 1. Because if this was a parenting he was experiencing, then no wonder his parenting skills were ass. And this just reaffirmed to me again that being born a Viltrumite is in all honesty a fate worse than death.
Cut that nigga nose open.
All right, now that was our appetizer. Now it's time for the main event. The Conquest versus Mark rematch. Now this right here is without a doubt the most brutal fight we've seen yet. This fight actually had me so disgusted by the end of it that I had to look away. Because I made the horrible mistake of eating my dinner while watching this. And I will probably never eat watching Invincible ever again because of this. So Satan's greatest soldier, Conquest, pulled back up to run the ones with Mark again.
He a general,
and you know,
for sure.
I gotta give a shout out to Cecil real quick for being the biggest dumbass of the century. Because we would not be getting this rematch if bro just did his job and disposed of the body like he should have. Like, you really thought this little ass cage was gonna hold this nigga? Like, holy shit,
like, man. Cecil trying to be Batman with these contingency plans, but them bitches never work. Am I wrong to say that? Every contingency plan this nigga has is either ass or backfires, and he gets in trouble and starts beefing with the Guardians of the Globe and shit, or Mark. Nigga, just do your government payroll, nigga.
And this is the most incompetent motherfucker in this damn series, bro. How did this guy get this job again? Like, honest question. Anyways, bro.
Don't know.
So the first person to attack Conquest was the biggest liability on the team, Oliver. So he flew up and immediately got a backhand to the face. That hit was probably so hard it probably gave Oliver PTSD from when Conquest dribbled him like a basketball. So Oliver tried to come in and hit him again with a barrage of fast punches, but all this was doing was giving Conquest a massage. Nigga was doing the same shit now Oyo was doing to Maki, just throwing pillows at him. So Conquest grabs Oliver by the head and tells him, "Oh, I remember you. You're the little purple squirt from before. Last I remembered, I was trying to rip your guts out. So let's continue from where we were last time, shall we?" So Conquest starts to crush Oliver's head, and he's about to pop
like
his
the Red
head
Rush.
like a balloon.
Omni-Man did.
But J. Jonah Jameson himself comes in to save his sorry-ass son from getting his head crushed. So Omni-Man and Conquest started to box for a bit. But this nigga Mark immediately flew in and said, "Hands off, Dad. This fate is mine and mine alone." So Conquest looked at Mark and said, "Hey, kid. How's your girlfriend? She doing all right? Oh, I can't wait to taste her fine ass blood one more time."
Yeah, he had to get going. That's what he said.
Mark heard Conquest talking about Eve, he just straight up flew directly at him and started viciously putting hands on this old nigga. Then he started to rain down multiple 6 to 12 elbows right into this man's face. Now, while they continued to box, Oliver was running out of air because he wasn't used to holding his breath in space yet. So he had to fly down to the planet that they were close to so he could re-up on some oxygen. So Conquest saw Oliver flying down and told Mark, "Oh no, we can't let little purple squirt miss all the fun now, can we?" So Conquest gives Mark a nasty blow to the gut, then flies down to the planet to chase down Oliver. And this is where we see one of the most diabolical "he's behind me, isn't he" frames of all time.
Y'all gotta understand the way this nigga pulled. He was dead ass gonna, like, I feel like Oliver would have been split in 4, probably 5, just off of fingers alone. The way that shit was palmed out, he would have. Yo, you could put this thing back together whatsoever. One arm would have fell off, both arms would have fell off. 3 little slices of Oliver would have been in between. Shit would have been crazy as fuck. Nigga, Conquest, nigga, a demon.
Up right behind Oliver, hand cocked back and everything, looking like he's about to swat the half cockroach out of Oliver's soul. But Mark comes in to save Oliver right before he gets chased down, blocked by Conquest. So Mark's grand plan was to basically choke the life out of Conquest. This nigga was not gonna let go of the chokehold he had him in for the rest of the fight. He was fully committed to choking his ass out. So since Mark wouldn't let go, Conquest just started giving Mark multiple body shots. Bro was taking about 50 punches to his liver and 50 punches to his kidneys, while they were just flying around the planet and ragdolling.
That boy ain't shake off.
So when they ended up slamming into the ground, Mark had the top mount, and it looked like he was trying to crush Conquest's neck and drive his whole body into the ground. But then Conquest lifted Mark up and slammed him into the ground, reversing the whole situation. So Conquest started giving Mark more kidney shots and liver shots. Then he started taking him in the face and bouncing his skull off the ground. But Mark was still hanging on to Conquest's neck. That nigga Mark showed tenacity, nigga. Like I said earlier, this nigga Mark was committed to choking the life out of Conquest's old ass. So Conquest picked up Mark and rammed him into this mountain, and he started to wail on Mark, just swinging punches into him over and over again. And I ain't gonna lie, this next sequence of punches Conquest did gave me back pain while watching this. He hit him with this 3-piece, and the last punch was so much blood, it warped his back. This man's rib cage just got eviscerated, and he may never.
Wait, how good is the Viltrumite healing factor? Because as we all seen at the end of the episode, that nigga Mark should be dead, in all honesty. In all honesty, he should have been died. Because how the fuck he healed from that?
Great ever again. Because it looks like his spine just got snapped in half right here. So they kept on ramming each other into all the surrounding rocks and mountains. And when they finally stopped, you can actually see the damage that Mark has done to Conquest. Because his face was now discolored, and his eyes were bloodshot red. Because he hasn't been able to breathe at all because of Mark's persistent ass chokehold. Now this is when the fight just got nasty as hell, and the brutality just ramped up to another degree. Conquest had his nasty ass hand all over Mark's face. So Mark turned damn near feral and bit this man's thumb off. And then after he bit his thumb off, he stood Conquest up, and you get this shot from Conquest's POV. You see this nigga Mark straight up spit his thumb out while making eye contact with him the whole time. He didn't even say a word, but you could tell what he was thinking just by the look he was giving him. Just straight up, I hate you, nigga, let's die. So since Conquest was being pushed back, he had to use his ultimate move. The same one that sent Eve back to the lobby before she respawned. He rams his whole hand into Mark's body.
That shit undefeated.
Now this attack is gonna do some damage. About 99.9% of people if they were hit by this. But Mark, being the main character and powering through this shit with the power of plot armor, kept on choking Conquest. Pause and look at Conquest's face right now. This man is actually stunned. You can actually see a little bit of fear on his face, because he is now starting to realize that Mark actually got that dog in him. So Mark slams him down and continues to choke the life out of Conquest. Now we're at the moment where I had to stop eating my dinner while watching this, because this was the most disturbing and disgusting shit I think I've ever seen in an animated show. Conquest started to dig in this man's insides and rip out all of his internal organs.
I know y'all felt the same way watching this.
Now I'm censoring the hell out of this because YouTube would eviscerate this video and send it to the shadow realm if I actually showed this. Also, if you're eating while watching this, I'm saving your ass right now, because you could have ended up like me. My appetite was cooked after this, and I did not hit my protein goals that day. My gains were not achieved because of this shit. But this goes on for like a solid minute. Mark was just screaming in pain while Conquest was running out of air and trying to dig Mark's insides out. But finally, after what felt like ages, the lights finally go out for Conquest, and Mark slayed Satan's greatest soldier for a second time.
How much XP is that, chat? How much
now I gotta stand up and give Mark his flowers here, because I won't lie, I give this man a hard time due to him getting his ass whooped and being left in critical condition in nearly 80 to 90% of his fights. But right here, I'll admit that Mark got that dog in him, because this was his best performance yet, even though he's in critical condition again. But I just know one thing for sure: when they get back to Earth, Cecil's ass better be getting stomped out, because you're not about to get away with this shit, nigga. Oh, no, bro.
Brutality.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be the end of our little brutal beatdown special. And if you are wondering, yes, this is the old series that I used to do on TikTok that I'm 9 times out of 10 probably gonna bring back. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoy, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And
Y'all boys like and subscribe. Y'all boys subscribe to CJ channel. Also subscribe to this channel right here. Road to 1,000 subs. We were almost there. We like 800 more subscribers or shit, and we almost there, nigga. All right, appreciate y'all.